It literally just fell into place.
I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just playing along.
Time to chop this thing up. Got new blades, safety gear. Let's do this. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Click the bell so you know whenever things are going to happen, because things are happening. And let's see if I can do this correctly, because if I do this wrong, it's going to be a lot of repairs. But basically, from everything from this beam, this pillar B, minus this well on both sides, out of here. I'm actually going to give myself an extra roof till I get it cut, because I'm going to need to follow this line. But got to get this trim off first. Hopefully I don't break the car. So much nicer in a heated garage too. It's not like super heated, but you know. Time to chop up a car! I did the bus last week, we're good. I need wheel wells. Probably a little bit above this. And I'm going to give myself more roof so I can keep that line going on the new roof. But I don't need this section right here. So it's going to hurt me more than it hurts you. No, it's going to definitely hurt you. Guess the back part will be the hardest since there is a gap. And then the internal structure is going to keep me from doing that, so I'm going to have to get in the car. But first, let's cut this part. Ah, one little spot. Haha. What are we stopping? What are we stopping for here? We apparently have a tiny, tiny little piece of metal in there somewhere. Can I see it? Probably not. Probably not. Okay, there was a tiny bit of metal right in here that I cut and cut and cut, my blade wouldn't reach. But let's see what happens. Oh yeah. There it is. Oh, that's actually a little bit scary. Dang. Oh. There it is. Can't tell if that's a rat's nest or a stupid foam, but there's a... Yeah, I think this is a rat's nest down here, right? But the death foam's down here. That'll be cleaned out, that'll be easy. Look at that. Not the Mark that so I don't do it. Woo! That is, it's a thing. It's becoming a real, not the VW. Uncle Funk, I know you point me out every time I say it's a thing. It's becoming the thing I want it to be. Ha! Ha! Oh, this is getting real. Wow. Definitely real. I think if I get a bus headliner and just pinch it smaller, it should be a nice headliner for the Käfer van. Dang. This is crazy. Woo! It's a roof. Nice. Clean up these edges. It's not rusted pad. I don't see it. So see this? That means I can adjust the doors easier. And I should be better off with the heater channel finishing. These holes still actually line up. There. I'll probably end up replacing these after all. But the bus floor will cover up this. So now I gotta make a mock-up engine to make it fit. So if I mock up an engine, say a cardboard box the exact same dimensions, then I can mock up an engine and make the bus floor fit over that. And it'll probably, I might actually need more bus floor than I got. So I'll probably end up doing something different in the back. This guy's really tough, this guy's not. So maybe I'll just replace this one. This one's actually just this little patch right here. I can do that. This is not bad. Little piece missing down there, I can fix that. Yeah, I think I'll just dry it by a passenger side section if I can get my hands on one without breaking the bank. These guys, this guy's welded down, this guy's not. Oh, I see, I just moved that like a foot. And I'm no longer over the bolt hole. Okay. Stop screwing with it, Jason. Now I can work on the heater channels better. They say the devil's in the details. And this is going to have a lot of details. Here is the roof to the bus. I'm on dolly, so it's a little bit, the bug is a little bit higher than it's supposed to be. So I just got done measuring. It's 3 inches from the top of this to the engine bay. I drew a line over here just so I can remember. I'll probably go 4 inches just in case I need some clearance. But that still gives me a lot of storage room back here. From here to that roof, should be able to carry a lot of cool stuff. Because I intend to use this thing. The archways on the bus are the key to figuring out support for the roof. And then the corner to the bus is key to length of bus. So to make the Käfer van, I'm going to use those two as my keys. I think what I need to do is take that archway off and put it right in front of the wheel well on both sides.
make it the proper width, and follow the arch of the roof, and then from that to the back of the apron, because that's the measurement I have written down. The back of that apron will be where this guy goes. In the back of the bus. The back of the Käfer van. I'm not so much worried about engine compartment once I do that, because the engine compartment's the same distance whether it's a Type 3 engine or a Type 1 engine. I'm worried about height, so I'm using a Type 3 engine. So I think the devil's going to be in this detail. I'm going to make this guy right here, right up to there. I'm going to make this guy here, measured from there, from the door to the back of the apron. That's what I got to do. The cool thing is, because this bus was so old, that the old panel bond, or whatever they used, it wasn't welded, is already starting to separate. So that means I can totally use that without having to cut anything up. But I was hoping to use this as a one piece, but it looks like it's going to be cut into about 100 pieces and then reformed. So that's where I'm at.
Alrighty then. That's a lot more metal right there than I thought. But that gives me the arch. Well, that took a lot more effort than I thought. This is the arch I needed. So if I can move that to here. See where I'm going with this now? This guy will be bent. I can make a notch here, I can bend it up. Shove it right down on the back of what normally would be the back of the battery box or behind the seat. Package tray area, whatever you want to call it. And then that way I can do that as my first marker. And then I match it on the other side. And then I measure from the door jamb to the end of the cowl and make the loop, the two corners from the back of the bus into the two corners of the back of the van.
Here's my plan of attack. Here's my arches. Probably going to start calling these dinosaur ribs, because if you ever watch Flintstones, that's the joke, right? So here's my plan of attack. The arches are going to go in the pockets here and here behind the wheel well. They're going to match the arch once I get them tweaked a little bit, because I can cut, tweak, you know what I mean? You know, little pie slice it, weld them back into place. And then before I put these in, I think I need to mock up the roof. That's the only way. So I need to get the corners on where they're going to be so that I can do everything in between. Because right now my roof is at a weird angle because it starts sloping down. I need to get this flat so that I know where to come off from. And I think the best way to do that is to get the roof on here, or at least the corners, and a straight line between it, and know exactly where I'm going to be. That is, yeah, I can't do anything without knowing where these corners are, and then I got to build everything in between, and then the back hatch will probably be the hardest thing I build. That is the only thing I can think of. Because if I start building here, I won't know where those corners are until I get here. But if I put these ribs in and yeah, it's just a lot of... I want to make sure it's the same width as the B-pillar all the way to the back. I've seen some Käfer vans that have this taper. I don't want that. The fender will be covered up right here, and I'm getting rid of this way to attach it, and it's going to be straight. There's going to be a pocket. Yeah, I got to put these corners on. So looks like that's the next step, is cut the corners off from the pieces and mock them up, maybe build a stand so they can stay in place, and then I build all the metal in between in order to hold them. So I need to mock up an engine. I need to build the corner stand for the corner of the the van and the corner stand for the corner of the van here. I think that's the best plan of attack. Because if I don't do that, I won't know. Yeah. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just playing along. Like, I just know what it's in my head. Now I got to get it here. I've seen 100 of these things. I've researched them tons. There's a million different ways for them to look. If you do it right, you do it right. If you do it wrong, you do it wrong. But all of them look kind of cool. But if I want it to look the way I want it to look, it's got to go in. I know. It's too low. It's too low in the back. I get it. But you ever build something and you're like nowhere near the end, but you do that one thing that goes, oh my gosh, I'm actually going to do this. Oh my gosh, I'm actually going to do this. Holy cow. So, yeah, that's that's amazing. Oh. Raise it up, get rid of the scoops, because I've got a really cool idea for air intake. And yeah, this is way more freaking awesome. I did not expect to do this tonight. It's middle of the week. I thought I would get here Friday. This is awesome. So from there to there is what? 6 inches? From there to there is like 4. So obviously I've got all this room to modify the gutter to make it look like this, because this is way bigger. And then put this seam somewhere in here. I'm literally just going to cheat. I'm going to make another piece of metal with a seam in it, and I'm going to cut this section out and put it in. Why not? And then get rid of this seam altogether with the cutout. Yeah, it's a yes. That is awesome. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. Ding the bell, because you know the algorithm really likes that. Follow me on my Instagram, link below, and you'll be able to catch up on all of where I've been if you go back and watch my videos in this little thing right here. So, if you really like the Käfer van, or just like watching a guy with a mohawk build a car and not know what he's doing, because I sure as heck don't know what I'm doing until I do it, follow along. Love all my new subscribers. Thanks for all of you joining me. And the more there are of you, the more I get done. I'm shooting for 1,000 subscribers by New Year's. Can I do it? Can you help me do it? I'm at over 500, so let's see if we can keep that momentum going, because this is really cool to me, and apparently it's really cool to you guys. So tell your friends, share everywhere, and thanks for watching.
So this is going to be the new view for a while. It is currently 30-something degrees outside, and I heave-hoed the car around. If you watched my Instagram earlier this week, you saw that I cheated and family members helped. Wife's the keeper.